2025 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I am Barb Lewis, President of the Board this year. To my left is our Vice President, Jeff Benton. To my right, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, our Administrator, Tracy Davies, our Deputy Administrator, Don Houston, and we have with us Brandy and Jennifer, our clerks. We can begin.
Resolution number 25-401, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held May 29th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 25-401. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today, so that brings us to item number 3, resolution number 25-402, in the matter of approving purchase orders and announced certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0530 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 0530.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 25-402. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 25-403, in the matter of approving a service agreement with Burgess & Nyepel Incorporated for asset management program services.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. Sorry, I'm not used to being so high up on the agenda, so jump into action here. So this is a $35,000 contract for annual support for our asset management program. We've been budgeting this over the past 2 or 3 years. This is basically technical assistance as we improve our asset database. This will allow us to come up with a prioritization framework of how we're going to prioritize which infrastructure we do the maintenance on. Basically our most critical assets, making sure that we have everything tracked when we do the PMs, when we need to do replacements, things like that.
Questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-403. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Trying to get Miss Mag off there. We have her monthly sanitary approval update right now, but it will only go to one. All right, well, you'll be there while you
All
get your
right, great.
resolution.
Thank you very much. So we had a busy month of May, starting with plan approvals up at the top, Eagle Creek, Phase 2 and Phase 3. This was 68 single-family lots by Pulte. This is off of 3 Bs and a K. You've seen this one on session over the past several months, obviously, since we're into Phases 2 and 3. And then Woodland Lake, this is a new project, 211 rental units by Wilcox Communities. This was recently annexed into Sunbury. And then Honey Grove is kind of up there in that same area. This is part of the North Star area, 54 single-family homes by Pulte at the intersection of Honey Grove and Wilson Road. This is on the west side of Wilson Road. And then Northport Place is another residential hotel in Sunbury. This is a metro project with 7 buildings, a total of 43 units with this project. So kind of a lot going on up in that area. The last one in there is the Wilson Road sewer main extension. This is a 15-inch extension that gets the sewer down. It'll go to the east side of the outlet mall. We'll get that out of the way. And then further to the south there, we have independent living at Old State. This is 22 condo units. It's actually kind of in that Walker Wood area on the east side of Old State Road. This project will flow through the Columbus sewers and then back into our sewers through those deduct meter areas that we have in that area. And then Redwood Powell Home Road Phase 1. This is a project that you've seen on the past couple months through the plan approval and agreement process. Also another apartment, 126 2-bedroom units just off of Sawmill Parkway. And then Clarkshaw Crossing, this is that MI development that is on the east side of Sawmill Parkway near Hyatt's Road and Clarkshaw Road. 47 units and 47 single-family lots and 28 condo units in this Phase A and B. And then finally, Evans Farm, this is just the next phase of their development, 97 single-family homes, just kind of heading further north in that, the main drag area of the Evans Farm development. So as far as new units, preliminary numbers are 86 single-family homes connected in May, 0 multifamily, and 1 commercial unit. So we're pretty well in line with our budgeted number of taps right now. We're at about 700 total for the year. We budgeted 1,481, which is significantly higher than we typically budget. We had previously been budgeting in that kind of 800 to 900 range. So we've increased that through Justin and kind of seeing what our numbers have been trending like over the past several years. The total numbers are 390 single family, 305 multifamily, and then just a handful of commercial units so far on the year. So with that, we'll take any questions.
Boy, you're busy, as you said. Gee. Any questions?
No, thank you, Tiffany.
Thank
you,
you
Deb.
very
I
much.
appreciate it.
That brings us to item number 6, resolution number 25-404, in the matter of approving a professional services agreement with ADR and Associates LTD for the project known as Dell CR 039-6.68 Rome Corners Road at Plum Road intersection improvements.
So move.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Lee Bodnar with the Engineers Office. This resolution is to provide for engineering design services for the construction of a single-lane roundabout at the intersection of Rome Corners Road and Plum Road, right at the border of Genoa and Berkshire Township. This construction is scheduled tentatively at this point for 2028-29 in that realm. And we would recommend your approval.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-404. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 25-405, in the matter of awarding a bid and approving a contract between the Delaware County Commissioners and Lake Erie Construction Company for Dell CR 10GR Lackey Old State Road Guardrail Replacement Bid.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your consideration, this resolution awards the bid for the guardrail replacement about 8,000 feet on Lackey Old State Road by Lake Erie Construction Company. There were 3 bids received for that project. This one was the lowest and best. The awarded amount is actually 20% less than the estimate we projected. You may recall that this project also received a 50% grant from the federal government. The project will start this summer and be completed by early fall, and we recommend your approval.
Okay, questions?
Good.
Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-404, I'm sorry, yes, 40, wait, 405, sorry. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 25-406, in the matter of approving an owner's agreement for Concord Road improvements for Courtyards of Concord.
So move.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioner, for your consideration, this is a standard owner's agreement for the roadway and drainage improvements associated with a 54-unit development located off of Concord Road, south of Harriet Road in Concord Township. And we recommend your approval.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-406, Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 25-407, in the matter of approving the plats of subdivision for Clarkshaw Crossing Section 2 and Evans Farm Section 6, Phase B.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, you heard about these 2 projects in the prior presentation. Clarkshaw Crossing Section 2 is a 47 lots on 28.47 acres located south off of Clarkshaw Road and east of Sawmill Parkway in Liberty Township. And Evans Farm Section 6, Phase B is a 49 lot area involving 11.17 acres located east off of Pyatt Road within the Evans Farm development in Orange Township. Both these plats have been reviewed by the required agencies, and we recommend your approval.
Questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-407, Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 25-408, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
for your consideration, 33 standard utility right-of-way permits. We would recommend your approval.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-408. Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 25-409, in the matter of declaring county personal property obsolete, unfit, or not needed for public use.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, again, for your consideration, these items meet with our current equipment recycling plan. They will all be placed on gov deals for public purchase, and we recommend your approval.
Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-409. Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 25-410, in the matter of establishing the maintenance bond for Hyatt's Meadows Section 3B.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, Hyatt Meadows, Section 3B is a 67-lot development located north of Hyatt Road, or Hyatt's Road, excuse me, just west of US 23 in Liberty Township, and we recommend your approval.
Questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-410. Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lee.
Resolution number 25-411, in the matter of approving the use of procurement card for the Human Resources Department.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dawn Houston, Deputy Administrator, and this procurement card would be for Sydney Ryder, who is our new HR assistant, and she will be responsible for purchasing materials and supplies for human resources. And the levels for purchases are identified in the resolution, and I recommend your approval.
Questions, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 25-411. Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
We have about 2.5 minutes before we can start our 9:45 public hearing. So we can go to administrator reports.
Nothing from me today, thank you. And I have nothing.
I'm not gonna help you out today. I have nothing to do.
You have nothing? Oh, usually Jeff, yeah.
I've got
Commissioner
a
Benton.
couple things. Went to regional planning Thursday night, and it was like 10 minutes. It was one of the fastest ever.
Well, Adam should be had a conflict.
Yeah, it was surprising. You know, usually they go hour and a half, 2 hours, but very limited agenda. And then, just in case someone didn't know, the Memorial Tournament was over the weekend, and Scotty Scheffler won. Congratulations to Scotty. And like we all know, most of the Memorial Tournament is performed in Delaware County, so it was especially, I got out there one day and it was just beautiful. And great crowd. I mean, just amazing how many people go to this thing. But anyway, great event, and that's all I got.
Okay. I went to the ribbon cutting ceremony and open house for Safe Harbor and their peer support services group. And they were opening the new Annie's Outlet Center, and it's really, really nice. And so their clients can come in and they can actually even, I think they play ping pong in the basement. We got a tour, and it's great because it is right off of Houck Road, so it's still very close to Delaware City, and but it's in a beautiful location, a little ravine down there, and the amenities are wonderful for people to come and relax and stay, and so got a nice tour, and I mentioned in my comments that the other commissioners couldn't come, but they would be touring at some point.
And I have an appointment on the 24th at 10 o'clock
All right,
for the tour.
okay. And
One other thing I forgot to mention, Jack Nicholas in the broadcast mentioned that he built a golf course in Delaware County.
oh, good.
So he built the golf course in Delaware County, but built the clubhouse in Franklin County because Concord Township was dry at that point.
Oh.
And he had to build a
Oh,
clubhouse
okay,
where they could
okay.
serve liquor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I
So
hadn't heard that.
anyway, a little bit of trivia for the history books.
Yeah, thank you.
But we got national, actually international mention. so
Yeah.
Delaware County.
All right. Yeah, we'll have more people moving than
That's right.
moving here. Okay.
All right. We can now start our 9:45 public hearing on the application to add certain real property to the North Star New Community Authority District, and Mr. Daniels is here.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. Happy Monday. I just want to say a few quick words about what this petition amendment does, answer any questions.
Could you just tell us your name again?
Oh,
and then
sure.
who you're representing?
Yes, my name is
Thank you.
Greg Daniels. I'm counsel to the New Community Authority.
Okay, thank you.
As I was saying, happy to answer any questions you have, and then certainly this is a hearing for public comment, so if there's people from the public here, happy to hear their questions as well. Just in terms of history, the North Star Community Authority is one of the older community authorities in Delaware County, really one of the older community authorities in the state. Got started in the mid-2000s. Has seen ups and downs of development over the years. It is primarily a residential community authority, but what the petition here today addresses is primarily the commercial area of the authority. So really what the petition amendment does is three things. First, the developer has acquired some additional property in the commercial area, so it adds that property to the new community authority so it can be developed as part of the new community authority plan. Charges can be collected from that new development to help fund all the infrastructure, roadways, water, and sewer that the new community authority has constructed, is financing, will continue to construct and finance. The second thing is more technical. There has been a change in the developer over time. One of the development entities has transferred its interest to another development entity, so it makes a technical correction that going forward, it's that new entity that is the statutory developer, can submit additional petition amendments if necessary in the future, things like that. The third and final thing has to do with selecting successor members to the Board of Trustees. As I said, this is one of the older community authorities. It was done at a time where the only option for successor trustees was to eventually move to elections. In general, across the state, as these new community authorities have operated and tried to have elections for trustees, they haven't gone very well. You tend to have extremely low turnout, not a lot of candidates interested. People have generally found that it's better to have this board, other boards of county commissioners, select and vet candidates to serve on the Board of Trustees. This petition amendment allows that to continue in the future. So, in short, that's the three things. Everything is, I think, been proceeding fairly well over the past 5 to 10 years. There was a downturn, of course, in residential activity around the Great Recession, but things have seemingly rebounded nicely. The development's on a good course. This will allow it to continue. With that, happy to take any questions.
I wondered about the commercial development, what that might include. Probably don't know specifics yet.
I don't know specifics. I know just generally, as you might expect, there's the hope for some more retail development right along 3637 there, kind of between where Camping World will hopefully someday soon open and 3637. And there is some additional territory that is added to the authority for that. There's like one of those, for lack of a better term, sawtooths that kind of go down from the larger chunk where Camping World is down to 3637. That's one of the
Okay.
pieces of property that are added. Hopefully that's something more retail oriented. In the back might be something larger commercial like Camping World, might be more multifamily. That is just kind of up to the market.
Okay. Any other questions?
No real questions. The comment would be, I don't know if you were here for the sewer presentation, but a lot of the activity in the sewer monthly update that we get is concentrated in the North Star area.
Yeah.
So there is a lot going on. Of course, we see it, and we've been out there and
Yep.
participated in ribbon cuttings and groundbreakings and so on. So we can see it's good progress.
Yeah, a lot of momentum in that area.
I don't really think I have anything to add. I think we're all looking forward to Camping World ultimately.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, do you have any date for that? Have you heard anything?
Not that we have been given. We're,
Someone said they thought this fall, but I don't know if that's,
you know, last fall they thought this spring, so
yeah.
we'll see.
I'll just ask if there's anyone in the audience who has any questions or comments on this. Doesn't, okay. Okay, well, thank you
Yep, thank you.
very much.
I will note the close of the hearing then at 9:50, and then the board has two resolutions in front of them. If you would like to direct me to read one of them, one would be for approving the application, and one would be for rejecting the application.
I asked that we read the one approving.
Okay. Resolution number 25-412, in the matter of approving the application to add certain real property to the North Star New Community Authority District and to amend the petition for establishment of the North Star New Community Authority under Chapter 349 of the Ohio Revised Code.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote.
Vote on motion 25-412. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thanks for your presentation.
That brings, well, we have,
38 minutes.
unless there's anything
That's it.
else you would like me to read for executive session, we can recess until, is it 10:30? 10:30.
10:30, right. It is 10:30, right.
All right. Recess?
Yes,
We are in recess. Thank you.
thank you.